I listened your song for the first time when I saw the announcement of the tour, and I really like it because there is a different kind of emotions inside. What do you want to share with your music?
I think most of the time it's we like to play stuff we like or that gives us a certain feeling. I mean, it's just we have to agree, everyone has to agree that we like the chord progression or the rhythm or something like that, and yeah, it's just usually stuff we can all agree to. It's not really we plan to communicate.
For me it's important that even if it's something really noisy, fast or heavy, it always has to have like a certain pop song vibe just for me, so something I can remember and have in my hand. I like heavy music that it can be mean and aggressive, but I like it that if there's like a
it has to be a bit cheesy.
Yeah, it has to be a bit just something cheesy has to be in it. Has to be in it for me. It doesn't mean that somebody is singing or something. It's just that there is a melody that can stuck in your head, or that something comes back, or I don't know how to describe. But I always try, or we always try, not just to do first riff, second riff, breakdown, fast part, ending. So things have to how do you say that?
Intertwine.
yeah, something like that.
You made one EP and one split. The album you're preparing is a long play, or?
Not really.
Not really.
We recorded 9 songs, and all our songs are pretty short. So maybe I don't know if you could call it like a real album.
And we haven't decided yet whether every song is going to be on this record. So
maybe we're gonna do an EP and another split, or maybe we just do it on one long player. We're not sure yet.
But the plan is to do a 12-inch record now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we covered all formats.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And how do you process to write the songs?
Actually, most of the time we do it all together. So four of us in one room. Sometimes Christoph comes with ideas, or I come with ideas, or Jan comes with ideas. But most of the time it's us 4 in one room trying.
Yeah. But we're not really jamming though. We're trying, this chord sounds cool, and then something evolves from there. It's not that we get together and start making noise, and it's more trial and error.
Yeah.
And most of the time we meet in the city where someone of us is living, particularly in Hamburg or Berlin, but also sometimes in Düsseldorf because we have a room there where we can play.
The album you're preparing is in the same way of the EP, or do you think it will be a bit different?
I think it's definitely gonna be different because there are, I don't know how much time between the songs.
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. So, cause yeah, we're a bit slow because of what we just said, the different cities and just the problems to find time to play music besides everyday life and with all the distances between us. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be different from the stuff.
Flo from Moraine said yesterday that it's more like edgy and a little not groovier but heavier in a, you know, like a like and I think it's a little straighter than the stuff on the EP, even though it's some parts are more complicated than the stuff before, but you know, there's more of a straight progression in the songs. Yeah,
but there still is I think a big variety in between each song.
Yeah, also because the huge time span they were written in.
Yeah, there are songs that we recorded now that we play for 3 or 4 years now, so they're not really new to us, but yeah.
And you think the release will be in how many time? Or maybe it's not a question for the moment.
No, hopefully this year, but
I would say at the beginning of next year.
Yeah,
okay.
That's more realistic.
And you're making everything. It's a DIY project, or you have to try to work with other people, producers or labels, or.
Thing is, Christoph and me, we have a small recording studio together because we are both sound engineers. so that's what we do for a living as well. And so yeah, it's pretty DIY because we record it and we mix it. We have a guy mastering it, and we have a guy doing the artwork, but it's always the same guys, so stays in the family.
And we have to see if somebody wants to put it out physically, and I don't know, maybe if nobody cares, we do it ourselves.
Hopefully somebody is gonna put it out.
It's maybe the 10th day of on tour. No, I don't remember. You come
It's the 8th.
Okay. And what's your feeling about the tour, and which place do you really like to play?
For me, the biggest surprise was Stuttgart. Because we didn't really know where we're going, because it was a secret show, and they didn't really do hardcore or punk shows there. The place was more known for techno parties and stuff like this. And we went there, and the people were really welcoming, and even if they were not from the scene, they liked the music, and it was just great hospitality. And the place was also unique. There was lots of the self-built wood stuff, and like a huge robot out of wood, and the food was great, and and it was a Sunday, and we ended up sitting there with the guys who did the show for until 5 in the morning, and
I agree.
Yeah, and the Sinatra guys that took us with them, that are joining us for this tour, they are really, really nice guys. We did, except for one guy, we didn't know him before, so it was like a surprise thing. But really, really nice guys, and so we had fun. And they play great music too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And,
now they're starting to play music.
Das wäre doch toll. Das wäre richtig toll. Das sind immer so Vorschläge. Die finde ich klasse. Richtig geil. Super. Toll. Ja.
Only thing I can say, so what I noticed this tour is that I think in this in these times, it seems to me that like younger kids don't really go to punk and hardcore shows anymore. Because when I was, I don't know, 18, 19,
maybe younger,
maybe younger.
14,
That's
15, 16,
when there was because we went to really small places, cities. That I don't know, when a band was playing in my hometown, I pretty much almost always showed up, even though if I didn't knew the music, because it was, I don't know, fun. And I have the feeling that in these times, the people that go to punk and hardcore shows are most of the time our age, and they are really into it, and they know, I don't know, they're into the heavy music, and they collect records, and I don't know, are really into it. But I think it's a bit, I don't know.
It's not like that kids go to shows just to hang out and meet, and just it doesn't seem to be a thing anymore to meet there, and no matter what the music is, you know, and it's they probably meet somewhere else or in the internet. I don't know.
It makes you feel a bit old.
But maybe it was also the time, the season, that it was summer and festivals and holidays, that there weren't too many people around.
I mean, we had lots of fun.
We had lots of fun.
We met great people, but that was something I noticed, that
we didn't see so many young people.
No.
It's something that I also noticed in Berlin, and also we come from France. The project, the kids didn't go to the show. There is kids on the scene, but they didn't go to the show.
Yeah, right.
And it's like a paradox, because it's easier now to communicate about music. And shows,
right.
But it's like nobody go because they don't know or they don't want. I didn't understand.
I don't know either.
But yes, when we are kids, it will be difficult to have informations and to go to the show, but we go to. But it's maybe because you have. It was more difficult to have music, so we had to engage ourselves in. Maybe now it
was more exciting, I would say, because when I remember, there was a friend of mine gave me a flyer and said, "So there's going to be a punk rock show next week. It's going to be great. Go there." So
there was like a mystery about it. You couldn't listen to the band.
And I kept it in my pocket and I said, "Oh yeah, this is going to be fun." So nowadays there's a Facebook event.
You just click on it,
and you can see the live video of
of
the band before you go, and there's less of a mystery about the.
But maybe it's also because there's no handmade music represented in the charts anymore. Maybe that's also a thing.
Yeah.
Because
or guitar-based music, maybe.
Yeah, or guitar-based music. If you look at the single charts, I think most of the music is electronic and hip hop, and but it's not bad. But
in the 90s it was like that too. It was all Eurodance and
but there was also Nirvana and some other bands.
There's no big guitar bands right now besides the old ones.
It was
except for us.
Except for us.
Vielen Dank. fürs Kommen. Vielen Dank fürs Bleiben. Und jetzt kommen noch Spitting Hills. Der Teppich ist Bier getränkt. Merci.